Peace, peace, y'all. Welcome to today's mathematics with your girl, Sunshine Monet L. Today is 898. You already know we in the month and year of 8. This is the 8th sphere, the tree of life. The tree of life is Sebek is the name, or Had, which is all about being a celestial technician. It's about labeling and classifying and separatism. 8 is that energy of building, destroy, transformation, death, and rebirth, dealing with the 5th sphere of the tree of life of the Cypher, dealing with Hero Kahuti. That is Scorpius, Aries energy of new beginnings and enforcements, the celestial enforcements after the celestial technicians in the 8. We're on the day of 9 in between both of those 8s. Remember, high highs make low lows. The goal is to be the homeostasis in the middle. Today is the last day of the first decan of the month, so we're moving outside of that cardinal energy, that initiative energy, that energy of putting the first foot forward to see, what it is that you like, what you don't like, right? 9 is the number of completion. Do you like how you spent the last 9 days? Do you like how you spent the first decan of the month, the decan of initiative and the decan of ambition and motivation? Do you like what you're being motivated to embark on? Because next decan, the second decan of finding balance, harmony, and justice, we'll have a 1 in the 10th place. So we'll be actually utilizing that energy in our space. We'll actually be implementing the things that we learn starting tomorrow. Knowledge in our Cypher tomorrow. Are you ready for it? Do you enjoy the knowledge that you got into this decan to where you're ready to put that knowledge in your Cypher and start making actions with that knowledge? Talk about it. Talk to yourself about it. Do it. 9 is also the number of utopia. 9 is the number of generosity, luck, and wisdom, as 9 is ruled by Jupiter energy. It's also Sagittarius ruling over the 9th house. We love our 9s. We love to make joy with our 9s. We're happy with our 9s, right? Yeah? Okay. If we're not happy with our 9s, tap into your sacral chakra and fix it. What do you need to be happy? What do you need to have joy? What do you need to have that generosity and that optimism about this first decan of the month? Because tomorrow we're going to start putting it in action. That 9 comes in at 8 and it makes 1 and 7. More knowledge, right? Knowledge and then going to God. You are God, right? So going to yourself and having that conversation, like I just said. Do you feel good about what you did? Is there balance, harmony, and justice as we get into the second decan of the month of balance, harmony, and justice? Paying attention to our heart chakra, how we feel about the things that we learned in this first decan, how we feel about the initiative, energy, and actions and thought process that we put into this first decan. Talk about it. 1 and 7 come together and make 8. We got 4 8s this month, today. Ooh, we got 8 on the stability of building and destroying as you come into the thought process of, hey, I really liked how I spent this first decan, or oh no, there's some things or whatever. Get that to-do list together for the second decan of the month. What is it in your knowledge you're ready to implement? What is it in your knowledge you really to destruct and build upon? What is it you ready to empower and enforce in your space and feel confident and courageous with it? Oh man, it's a good day with the 4 8s, man. I feel really good. Today was a great day. I just felt really good today. I've been feeling really good all day long. It might have been the 4 8s. I don't know. I like 4. 4 is my favorite number. Anyway, so we come into that 8, and then we put that 8 with that 8. That's 1 and 6. That's knowledge on the 6. We did yesterday's mathematics with 6. So, go back to yesterday's mathematics with the Lionsgate. 6, 8 brought us to 6. So, that knowledge on how you spent that day of 6. How do you like the way you spent that day of 6? Was it fun for you? Did you manifest all the things that you wanted to manifest in your space? Are you ready to implement those things that you were trying to manifest in your space? Are you ready for the universe to start implementing the things that you were trying to manifest in your space? Because the universe is working in your favor. Are you ready? Are you ready? 1 and 6 come together and they make 7. So you better get ready, because that balance and harmony and justice is coming as Libra rules that 7th house. This is the number of God. This today is like really heavy on talking to God, talking to spirit, meditation, grounding yourself, having that internal conversation. God is G-O-D. That's the 7-6-4, finding balance, because 6 is the number of equality. 6 is in the middle for a reason, and 6 is the only vow in there. So that is also the heart desire. The heart desire is equality in the middle of God. That's 7 on the outside, which is God, spiritual, intangible energy, the Libra scales of justice, harmony, and balance, making sure what's going on the inside being reflected on the outside and not the other way around. And then you got 4 on the other side, which is that stability, that infrastructure, freedom, the foundation of all things, right? You got the 4th house going back to the womb as the Cancer energy, right? You put that 7-6-4 together, that makes 8. That's that solar plexus chakra. That's why God is the God of war, baby. It's all about transformations, death, and rebirth over here, guys. You know what I'm saying? You are God. You are the transformer. You are the enforcer. You're the celestial technician and the celestial enforcer. Isn't it fun here to be what you are? Yeah, we love it here. All right. So today's the day of 7. Find that balance, harmony, and justice. Pay attention to your contracts and your one-on-one bonds. It's time to start putting that knowledge up in your ciphers. Ready? Ready? All right, let's talk about what's astrologically, astronomically happening. We start the day off with a 19% waxing crescent moon. We're in that moon of building. We're building on intangible things, our thought process, our habits, our emotional self. You know what I'm saying? Moon rising at 10:56 a.m. and setting at 10:21 p.m. We are in Libra. In that 7 with the thought process, you was already in the 7 all day today. You already knew what you needed in your heart. You already know where the justice and the balance and the heartbeat. Oh yeah, happy holy days. Today is a Venusian day, isn't it? Oh snap! I love the divine alignments. We are in Virgo in the tropical and the constellation, so our body is still in that space of equality. That 6 in between the God, the 6 in between the 7. God, look at that! Look at that! Look at God. So we still in that space of self-organization and management, working on our habits, our moral and integral code, what we're teaching on, what we're learning on. That was really loud. All that fun stuff, our ritualistic stuff, right? We in the 6th house with it. So we in that house of, health, wealth, daily routine. Because what we learned, what our cardinal energy was on, what our ambition and motivation was on, all this first decade of the month. So now we're about to put it into our cipher tomorrow. About to find the balance, harmony, and justice in it tomorrow, y'all. Sunrise at 6:05 a.m. and setting at 8:03 p.m. Vesta is the furthest distance in the earth at 2:28 a.m. So you got Vesta. Vesta rolls over your passion. What gets you going? What makes those neurotransmitters? There's certain neurotransmitters that go off in your brain when you're having sex, right? These same neurotransmitters go off when you're doing this particular activity. I feel like for me, it's when I'm performing on stage or when I'm doing these things. Yeah, that's when it goes off. My Vesta is in Gemini, so. It's next to my Mars, if anybody cares. Anyway, moon is speaker at minimal angle at 5:35 a.m. Moon was 0.3 degrees northeast. Conjunction at 5:25 a.m. when the moon was 0.3 degrees north. We were able to observe that at 9:55 p.m. with a 4.4 degree west-northwest separation. So Spica is that star of manifesting and harvesting. That's the star in the Virgo constellation. It's actually the brightest star in the Virgo constellation. So it was like, again, like, do you like the way you spent the last 9, right? Because now it's time to start harvesting, starting to keep sowing. We sowed with our words yesterday under the 888. Now the universe is going to start pushing us to start sowing in the universe with our hands and our feet. Harvest. Sow it. Because we want to reap it, right? I like to reap stuff. Reaping is fun. But anyway, that's what I got for you today, my Cosmic Nobodies. It's actually a pretty quiet day in the cosmos, aside from the moon doing the thug dizzle in alignment with our today's numbers. But yeah, peace, y'all.